Yo, what's up? We're now at K Furuset, and what you see here is K's largest charging site. It has 32 charging stalls now, and actually that's also quite big, you know, altogether for a charging site. And okay, let me walk you through here. K, I don't know if this is the first location or one of the first, but they start using Kempower. So yeah, I'm now topping up the e-Golf here. I'm gonna go to Elbilmek soon, Vallemai. But you see, this is standard. There is a law in Norway from, I don't remember, a couple of years ago, where if you install a new charger, you must put payment solution on it. So I'm getting some nice speeds here, just e-Golf speed, so nothing special there. But okay, so see here, and these two aisles, or what they should call it, used to be fossil pump. I remember when I borrowed that Kia Ceed or whatever many years ago, I was filling up right here. But hey, son, but hey, huh?
Fan.
Yeah, it's a follower, fan, cool. Elbilmek, yeah. Yeah, Teslabjorn, Bjorn. Yeah. But you see, time changes, and then there is less need for fossil pumps, because in Norway there are so many EVs all over the place. So K, they adapt and they take out some of the pumps. It's extra cost for them, and they put something better like Kempower. So I'll show you that these are 800 volt. Well, can you see in the info plate here? They have the 800 volt architecture. That's how they roll it now, made in Finland. Oh yeah, that's how they roll out nowadays. Okay, yeah, finished, but let's see. If you go by, yeah, you see 400 kilowatts. But I think these are still 800. I mean, these are dry cables, not liquid cooled cables, but they should have quite nice boost. I'm not sure if you can see it here. You should be able to possibly boost more than 10 minutes before it throttles anyway. Okay, let me walk through it more over here. This is new. What they installed here and here is quite new. They have been just, you know, there's been nothing here for a while. They also painted the floor here. And before I shot the video, I saw that some fossils, they were actually a little bit wondering. They approached from this direction, and they were just trying to not block the chargers, which is good. Oh, interesting. Okay, before I walk over there, let me show you here. Let's do a little walk around. See there, we have the substation here. By the size of this, it seems like it's just around 1250 kVA. It's not as big as the 2500 kVA that you have, for example, in Ioniq. But here, wait, so here we have the Kempower power modules. I will see if they have the lights. I'm not sure if they have lights, but yeah, you guys know how it is. They can be configured to be 600 kilowatt each, so we could be looking at 1.2 megawatt here total. I'm not exactly sure about that. I didn't bring Kempower or some of the other guys with me, but let me show you, by the way, since we are here. You see here, fog fleece. This is getting way more common. If you look at the license plate, EH, that's electric truck. It's quite common. Actually, a couple of years ago, I took a photo and made a video about a bunch of trucks similar to these kind of trucks, but this is fossil, charging here. They took up this space here, and it was quite tight. So at least the spots here are more truck friendly. Yeah, you see. Well, just when I said it, fossil car is parking, blocking the chargers. So I'm not sure how strict the K is going to be with fossils blocking chargers, but interesting here. These used to be ABB chargers, you know, the one with a high column and the thing in the middle. I think the reason why K got rid of them was because they were not that reliable. I remember they had problems, and those ABB chargers, they usually have some problems with cooling, 150, 175 kilowatts. And then it fallbacks to only 37 kilowatts. So there must be a reason why K got rid of them and replaced them with Kempower. So you see, same here. What was that? Oh, some information. Wow, this is freaking small. Can you guys make it a little bit bigger for old people like me? Just make it slightly bigger so it's easier to read this. For me, I'm like, oh, what is that? Okay. See, Ioniq is getting 35 kilowatt. It's probably Colgate, I'm not sure. No, maybe it's the new Ioniq. Okay. So, all right, that car is actually finished charging. Okay, but lots of stalls with power sharing. Trying to figure out how many Ioniq, how many stalls. You have 4 Kempower stalls there. 4 there, that's 8. They still use, they use these Alpitronics, but the slim Alpitronic, the fat Alpitronic. So these slim ones, they have space for 2 power modules, and each of them are, well, they were 75 kilowatt before. I think they might be bumped up to more now, maybe 87.5, or maybe even higher. Actually, maybe 100 kilowatt each, because you have the 400 kilowatt Alpitronics also. So they chose to have some slim Alpitronics here. They're probably cheaper to invest. And then we have the fat Alpitronics here, but you see, these are the old 300 kilowatt. Now with the Circle K, they're rolling out 400 kilowatt. So these are kind of outdated Alpitronics, 2 plugs in each, and fortunately, a few CHAdeMOs left. Yeah, so they actually take the extra cost to invest in CHAdeMO. Yeah, for the few people charging there. And then we have more Kempower here. So it's interesting because the spot here, you know, this used to be my home turf. I used to live just 1.5 kilometers away from here. And I remember when I came here quite often is that this used to be some kind of parking spot, or maybe they park, Circle K used to park some trailers here, but they remove all of that. Oh, there's more up another power stack there, but that seems to be smaller, or I'm not sure. But, so these seems to be not as powerful, because here we have 320 kilowatt available. It could be because that car is charging. So maybe if that car is gone, then we get 400 kilowatt here. But just massive. They have done many things right, Circle K. They put trash bins there, trash bins in close proximity where people are charging. There's not that many regular parking spots anymore. But let me check the rest here. Yeah, 8 stalls here. And these are also 320 kilowatt. So it seems like this section here is for these power modules. And then just to show you over there, that's recharge. They also have Kempower. It also used to be only 50 kilowatt ABB, ABB and Tritium and some mix there. And then that happened a couple of years ago, that recharge, they remove all of that, put in Kempower with power sharing, and people are happy pandas when they charge there. So yeah, pretty cool site. It's just massive now. 32 charging stalls, right? Or at least 32 plugs. I'm not sure how they are counted. Oh, they might count the CHAdeMO as extra plugs, but it's roughly there, right? 30 something stalls, or way over 25 stalls. And you see that now, midday, it's around 11 now. Many of the slots are available, and even when it's busy, they still have plenty of capacity, and you can choose. Yeah, actually the Volvo that blocked there didn't block it too long. So what's going to happen in a couple of years, I believe, it's that Circle K might remove even more pumps here. You know, 1 or 2 more pumps or aisles will go, so they can add more chargers, because the need over here is massive. You know, this is prime spot right near Alnabru, plenty of traffic, and Circle K probably realizes that there is need of lots of chargers here. They can look at the stats and find out that there is lots of traffic, lots of charging sessions. And here, I wonder if Circle K will remove one of these and then make them truck charging spots instead. Yeah, is it really need for 2 truck diesel pumps, you know, aisles? Well, I don't know, but pretty cool, huh? What do you guys think? The world's largest Circle K site. Oh, wow. No, yeah, so, okay. I need to mention, by the way, that when I talked to some Circle K guys at Dal a couple of years ago, no, that was, I think, last year or this year, I'm not sure. Like, They were talking about, yeah, you know, it's an investment. I understand. It's an investment to build these chargers, and they were kind of semi-frustrated that these 400 kilowatt chargers, or the one equivalent, right? The 400 kilowatt chargers they were rolling out, they had a bit, you see, there, like I said, there's a lot of traffic here. People actually start parking in between the chargers because it's so busy here. That is a fossil. But those 400 kilowatt Alpitronics, they actually cost to invest in, and they kind of take up capacity, or they reserve power. Yeah, the trucks don't know where the heck they're supposed to park now. Not sure how Circle K is going to solve the space problem here, because truckers, they love stopping here, and then it's like chaos sometimes. That guy wants to fill up, or maybe not. But what I was saying is that it costs to reserve power on those big chargers, and it costs to, they take up space here. So it's for them, it's kind of expensive, right, to get those chargers. And I asked them, well, have you guys considered Kempower? And they said, they probably had it in the plan already. So it seems like with Kempower, with 25 kilowatt power modules, it's way better, way smarter to power share, because many of the cars over there, they can't charge that fast, right? So it's way better for them to invest this equipment, and then in a couple of years, once the cars charge fast, then they demand more power, and then these kind of old cars, they kind of go extinct unless EV Clinic starts ramping up the range extender. But then, okay, eventually there will be a demand for more power. Then they can just install new power modules, right? And then they can take the cost later than up front. So it's pretty smart, man. So there you guys have it. Once again, Circle K shows the way. You know, other gas station chains like Shell, ST1 is kind of coming with their own ST1. They use Kempower, good. S or some of the other, it's like they're kind of lagging behind Circle K. Circle K is really upfront when it comes to building charging network. Here again, Neo EL6 or 7, I'm not sure, rolls up to charge, but the charge port is on that side. Dude, you need to flip. Oh, he didn't want to charge, he just want to park. Okay, yeah, so that's also kind of bad to just block the charger without plugging in. Okay, I'm almost done charging now. I'm gonna go to Elbilmek. Just want to show you guys this awesome site. What do you guys think, huh? So, okay, thumbs up to Circle K for building such an awesome charging network. Anyway, that's going to be for now. I hope you guys enjoyed the 50 frames per second shot. So talk to you later.